Hello, everyone. I am Erica Kesse. I am the Nashville chapter Startup Grind Director. I am so pleased to be here and excited to introduce our guest today to do a fireside chat with me. We've met and interacted with our audience members. So happy to have you here. As people come in, we'll still be interacting with them. If you have any questions for Cathi, please let us know. Just put them in the comments and we'll be happy to address them. And so let me give you a quick introduction of who I am. I am a love force with mysterious wisdom, celebrating life, and I work in partnering with women leaders to escape into their visions, a vision where they don't have imposter syndrome, burnout, and self-sabotage. Yes. And so I here position myself as a startup grind director to also educate and inspire entrepreneurs. And as a licensed professional counselor, I understand the importance of mental health. Did you all know that 50% of entrepreneurs have some kind of mental health condition? And if you think about it, that was some people who specifically were saying, yes, I have this, but most people are not going to come out and say that they have something going on, as we all deal with stress, anxiety, or those kind of things. So today, as part of the mental note, I have Cathi here, who's going to talk about your AI twin or coach. So Cathi, please introduce yourself.
Thank you. I couldn't help but think, going into entrepreneurship, we have to be crazy. So no wonder we have mental,
Right?
right?
If you're not crazy, then you know what I always say? I say it's nothing wrong with being crazy. Don't be insane. Insane means you keep
Right.
doing the same thing without and believing you're going to get a change, right?
Yep.
Crazy means that you're crazy enough to do something about what you don't like.
I like that. I like that. Insanity versus crazy. I like being crazy. I like being crazy, which is probably why I'm attracted to AI, because it's a crazy, crazy, crazy world out there right now. Interesting enough, I have always had a knack for technology and I loved it. And when I started my entrepreneurial journey, I resisted it. I'm like, I don't want to do tech. I don't want to teach people tech. I don't want to do the tech route. And then, so when AI came out, though, it was just a natural lead into my business because
piece of paper.
What?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Okay, I just wanted to make sure you could still hear me. Okay, so helping people write content faster, help people get their brain and their ideas out into the world faster, creating products and offers faster, figuring out how to take all of these thousands of dollars of programs that you bought, and then how can you use AI to leverage all of that and grow your business and start your business or automate your business faster. And AI can do all of that. And it makes it easy. So I like to help solopreneurs or early stage entrepreneurs leverage the power of AI to grow and automate their business. And I make it fun and easy. So I'm out there navigating the AI world, figuring out all of the tools that I can bring to people to make it easier for them. One of the biggest struggles, though, that I found is people are like, oh, I'll use ChatGPT, but it doesn't sound like me. And they spent a lot of time editing. So I went down the rabbit hole of figuring out how to make these AI tools sound like you. And now some of them have like built-in brand voice, but that's only one part of it. Like your writing style is only one part of it. Your tone and your brand voice is only one part of it. And they limit how much information you can feed into it in order to get a good result. So I've kind of created this concept of your AI twin. It knows so much about you and your business and your target audience that you can feed that to an AI. And then when you prompt it, you get better results. But you can also do it from a personal perspective. So Erica, I know that you use your AI, you put your values, your missions, your beliefs, who you are. So you could create a AI twin of who you are and the personal development that you want to achieve. And then when you ask it questions about how to create a new habit, how to simplify a book, how to integrate a new level of learning, the more your twin can know about you and you feed it to an AI, the better results. So whether it's business or personal, or you're a parent and you have this many kids, this age, these are their struggles, then you know ask your AI to give you some information about what it is that you want to achieve. So this concept of your AI twin is really, technically, it's about priming. Priming is about giving enough context to the AI so it can help you better. So that's kind of the world that I play in, and I absolutely love it. And I like to teach it so that it's easy to use, but also slightly different than just giving you a whole bunch of prompts. Yeah.
All right. So please tell us more about what you just said. Priming. Tell me more
Priming.
about priming
Okay.
and the rest of the things. You know, I know, but you need to share.
I know. The three P's. Now, the three P's. So let's start with, okay, I'm going to give them to you. Priming, prompting, personas. Prompting is what everyone knows about already. ChatGPT, summarize, you know, Think and Grow Rich into a 2-page blog post that I can then turn into tweets for my audience. Okay. Prompting. The prompts can be whatever the heck you want them to be, right? It can be as simple as tell me a joke, or it can be as complex as I'm going to give you 10 steps to achieve SEO article writing for these key, you know what I mean? Like it can be, prompting is just at your ask. What are you asking the AI to do? That's a prompt. Priming, though, priming is like your twin. Priming is giving it all of this information first and then prompting. So the more information, the more context your AI will have, the quicker you'll get a response, the more accurate the response will be. Because now, if you're good at prompting and you have good priming, the two of those together, you're going to get exceptional responses from ChatGPT or an AI tool. Personas. This is how I like to think about this. Is what if you asked an AI tool to give you a game that it's because it's raining out and you want to play an indoor game with your 2-year-old? What if you asked that to a professor of law versus a preschool teacher? Do you think you might get a slightly different response? Right? So personas tell the AI how, not only like expertise that they're going to bring to the table, but it will definitely influence the level of detail, you know, and combine that with your context and your prompt, you're going to get a much better result. Yeah.
Okay, so to reiterate, there's the 3 P's for people who are not even into, who are still on the fence about AI. Okay, I just want to say it's about time for you to make friends. So I just did. So Cathi and I had this bright idea, and I said, I think that, and it came from me working with entrepreneurs in a contract where I was speaking with so many entrepreneurs, and they had no social support system in order to help them. You are not out here as an entrepreneur and startup. You should not be out here alone. I actually do not like that term solopreneur, because that says it's okay to be by yourself. It is not, ever. You should be interacting with some other people in some kind of way. And you should have people who are rooting for you. And it usually isn't your family. They're not going to understand what's going on. It's like you're speaking a whole nother language. So imagine if you use AI to be in the gap before you go get a real person, somebody who you can brainstorm with, who you can interact with, who you can actually be a friend with you, and not just somebody who a tool to give you information that you need, like copy or you know, ideas for blog posts, but actually interact.
So this is the difference between the personas, right? The
Yes.
priming and the prompting. The priming is, I'm really struggling to figure out my life purpose. The prompting is, can you ask me a series of questions that will help me determine my life purpose? The persona is, be Tony Robbins, be Oprah, be the Dalai Lama, be Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? The conversation that you will have will be different. But you can literally have a conversation. It's with the AI tools that are what we call conversational AI tools. It's like having a chat conversation. You can do this. You could say, so Sapritha, you are a life coach and a business coach. What if they don't have access to you right away? They can take what it is that you're teaching, say, this is me and my business coach and my life coach. These are the things that we've been working on. I don't have access to her right now, and then start interacting with the tool until it's the next time to have a chat with that person. So there's no reason to be alone and to be stuck.
That is so amazing. And, when we first talked about this and you mentioned this just blew me away, because a lot of times the people who work with us, they work with us because it's us. It's not necessarily what you're offering. It's the you. It's the you. So if you can create an AI that is you in the meantime, at 3:00 in the morning, or because when you're not available, or on a holiday, right?
There are things out there right now. I am playing right now, but you can create an avatar that's not so. First of all, I do not promote and I do not support having your voice cloned or your face cloned. So there are people out there that are doing deep fakes, and you don't even know that they're not real. That's how close the technology is. I say no right now because the privacy laws and hackers, it's too new and it's too fragile for you to be, and easy for you to be cloned. So I'm not doing that part. However, you can create a character based on you. You could create like a cartoon version of you, and you can create your voice and then tweak it, right? So it still sounds like you, but it's slightly tweaked. You could create your avatar, your voice, and feed an AI tool, what we call an assistant, all of your information, like how you coach, what frameworks you use. You could feed it example coaching calls that you've had with people, and create a version of you that people can interact with until they get you live. I know. It's all possible right now today.
And I want that.
Okay, we'll create it. I'm playing with it right now.
So tell me, okay, so I am doing something at the end of this month, and it's virtual reality.
Yep.
Virtual reality sessions. So we're doing try on therapy, which is something that I created where people get to try it on before they commit, or before they do a therapeutic a relationship with any therapist. So they get to try them. So imagine if in the future you can go to virtual reality, you can put it on, you can try out 15 minutes of each therapist, and you get to find the right fit person. I'm just dreaming right now, but I just think, wow, this is amazing.
So the virtual reality, I've gone into rooms, right? I've gone into churches, I've gone into community halls, I've gone in, the AI is moving faster than virtual reality.
Really?
However, yeah. But they're going to merge. They're going to merge quite quickly. It takes a little bit of work to create virtual reality. Whereas you can create your avatar and your voice and your clone, and put it on the internet quite quickly. But to create a space that allows people to come into a VR. Plus, you need the technology, like it better experience if you actually had the full blown technology. But that's coming. Like that is like, yeah. What? Yeah. Anyways, so what? How does someone interact with your avatar offline? What tool could you share? Yes. So it would be. You could create you create an experience on your website. So your avatar could come up and they could start to have a conversation and chat. You could do it in an app that you put on your phone. You could do it as just a one page, like a chat, one page web page. So there's different ways that you'd be able to make that available for people to interact with.
I have actually experienced a sales page, and it was a chat
Mm-hmm.
with an AI to talk through, the process. Like they gave me all the information that I needed to then make a decision before I even got on a call. And then if I was not interested in speaking with it, it will then elevate me to,
A
elevated me
person.
up to a person that would then schedule an appointment. But it kept prompting me to schedule it. And then what I was not willing, because I was just seeing, I was
How far?
playing. I was just, you get the good time. And so then I got an email from that person trying to schedule an appointment. Now, I think that that's amazing. I feel like that's great customer service for them, especially. They may even go through the whole process with the person if they feel like it's you. Because before they decided to go to your website, they already kind of know your feel, and if you can create something that may sound like, for example, if mine says, honey, you need to blah, 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 right? They're going to love it because that is me.
Right.
It's like something that I would be and what I would say.
So it's like your assistant. So you're creating a mini version of you through, So you can do it through a chat bot. You can do it through ManyChat. You can do it on a web page. I'm just trying to think of other places where you could be able to do it. But yes, it's there. It's happening.
This is just so amazing. So tell us more about like what caused you and how have you used AI for yourself and your business personally?
Well, I like to do the extreme. So I don't know. So I am playing around with what we call AI assistants, but in a way that it's automating your business. So I'm playing with one right now where I go onto a website and I'm like, or I go into my Gmail and I'm like, and I did this yesterday. I'm like, create me 2 folders, one for AI, one for my twin, go through my inbox and move all of those into those folders. And it did it. So it's like what we call AI agents, and they're being popped up all over the place, but most of them are for businesses like Fortune 500 or businesses, that can have their own IT department. So I'm looking at ways that how do we do this for the entrepreneur, the solopreneur, the small business. So you can take your information and have your own version of a chat bot and not be dependent on like an IT resource to be able to manage it for you. And then it's what we call autonomous agents. So it's kind of like, I need a new landing page. Here's my product. Here's the call to action. Here's the price. Here's the and then it goes and creates the web page and buys the domain and it does all of that. Yes, that's here too. That's here as well. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's going to be more readily available. And like I say, it's for the geeks out there in the world, but it is coming to the everyday person. And this is why, Erica, when you say get onto AI now, because it's moving so fast, get in there now, because the stuff that's coming around the corner, you're going to be playing so much catch up to what's going to be happening like in the next couple of months. Yeah.
I mean, I just know that for me, I like I said, going back to the series that you and I did, make friends with AI, find friends, and build relationships. It has really helped me to build my referral partners that I need for my business.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I don't do anything without it now. Like, there's no reason that why would I do anything without it now? I make sure that I check behind myself. It's perfect for checking behind, to making sure that what I said was good, and that Bremer was right, and or that it filled in references, and it did everything that I needed. Like, there's nothing that I do. It's like always I am going there to interact with it. It really does
use the energy of your brain and put that where humans can only do it.
Yes.
And don't waste your time if you're like stuck, get into ChatGPT, get into Claude, get into an AI tool, tell them you're stuck, tell them to ask you a bunch of questions that are going to help you unstuck and how they can help you. Like, literally just start the conversation. You're feeling lack of motivation. Say, be a life coach. I'm lacking motivation, but I know I've got to get this done. I want to move. This is my ultimate goal. I want to move my business forward. Start having conversations. If you don't have that network immediately available to you, and even if you do, quite interesting to see what would be Tony Robbins on this. What would be Gary Vee's take on this? What would be Oprah's take on this? You can say, I want to create a mastermind of these 10 people to give me advice on how to get unstuck. And then it's like you get 10 answers, and then pick the one that's going to work for you. Like, it's just, there's no reason for you to be in your head anymore unless you're thinking and ideation. So use your brain, use your energy, use it for what only humans can do.
I'm happy that you mentioned that, because that is, okay, going back to, this is a mental note. What I define is that people are their vulnerabilities and triggers when something happens. Like, for example, you're not having sales for 2 months, or you purchased something and you're not getting a good return on your investment, or so you actually work with a coach and it's not working well, and so you have to not work with this person, and then you're feeling something. You have an event that happens, and most people, naturally humans, they go to their instinct. Well, when you go to your instinct, sometimes that instinct causes you to have a ripple effect and not be going towards your vision. So the goal is to go into your coping skills. So what I'm telling you is the AI is a way for you to then stop, talk with AI, decompress. If you don't have a safe friend to talk to, ChatGPT, one of the AIs, I don't want to say one particular. I just know that I love ChatGPT because I've named it Gilly, and we have good times together. Okay, but I go and have process there, and then that cools you down. It allows you to have and make decisions that are the best decisions towards your vision, especially if you had, like Cathi said before, if you primed it and it knows, you put the priming in there, it knows you. So when you go in there disgruntled or something, feeling triggered, traumatized, fight, flight, freeze, flop on, then it can de-escalate you, and you can then make the right decisions. It can even remind you of what your vision is for yourself and your life. So the reason why I have Cathi here today under the mental note piece is because, like I mentioned before, there are more than 50% of individuals who are entrepreneurs and startups who are experiencing something: stress, anxiety, depression, imposter syndrome, burnout, self-sabotage, and it's stopping you from being the business that you want to be. And you can use AI to help that. Yes.
So in the twin that I have created, fair point. I have a free version, and I think I popped it into the chat. That free version of your twin will do a voice analysis. It'll do a writing analysis. It'll identify your common words and phrases that you use. You put all your business information in there, your goals, your objectives, the marketing stuff that's worked, and a little bit about your target audience, and it will do a full target audience analysis. That's the 5 basic. That's for free. For the paid one, I do more, but I'm going to tell you what it is that I do, because you can go do it for yourself. You don't need me to do it. But human design. So I ask people that hire me to create their twin for them. I ask them what their human design is, because if they're a projector, they're going to show up in their marketing and their business different than a manifestor will be, right? So we want to know your human design. If you know your Clifton Strengths Finder, if you know your Enneagram, if you know your Myers-Briggs, all those personality types talk a little bit about who you are, and a lot of them feed how you should be running a business. So when it knows that, it's going to suggest strategies for you based on personality. So that's included. I also have included Simon Sinek, the Golden Circle. So if you're familiar with Simon Sinek and why he helps businesses come up with their purpose-driven statements, right? So I have a prompt that will get you to create your why statement. So then that feeding into like, okay, this is my vision. This is where I want to go. This is how I show up as a person. Here's my ultimate vision. What's stopping me from getting there? Like I didn't do work for the last 4 days. And then you start having that conversation because it knows you and knows you where you want to go. It's going to feed it differently. So people, I really encourage you to do the free version of the twin. And you can use that in Claude. You can use that in Bing. You can use that in ChatGPT. Anywhere where an AI tool lets you copy and paste information or upload a document, it's going to allow you to express yourself and your business with the AI tool. And then if you're interested, you can reach out to me or go through Erica. There's ways to upgrade your twin. Like you just did the basic 101 version. And then every time you start having a conversation with your AI, update your twin. It starts using words that you like, put it in your twin. Words you don't like, put it in your twin. Friends that you made and why you like them, put it in your twin. Progress, like success, like journal prompts that you like and that have moved you forward, put it in your twin. It's like you're training your AI the more conversations that you have it, but you can also keep updating your twin so that you don't have to keep repeating yourself with the AI. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. So it's just being more efficient. It's absolutely being more efficient, and not just that, it's for you. It's really enhancing your experience so that you can then live more life. I think that's what I think AI is for. It's for us to be able to be free to live more life, go out, play with our kids. Like recently, I just made pound cake for the first time with my daughter. This is the kind of things you should be doing because AI will never be able to do that. So there's no reason to be afraid of it.
I really think AI can be the revolution that gets rid of the 40-hour work week for people that are still doing 9 to 5.
Okay, Cathi, say that one more time.
I don't know what I said. I do believe that AI can be the revolution that eliminates the 9 to 5. So what if the normal work hour was 10 hours a week instead of 40?
Woo!
Because then we're living more. We can have better human experiences. Our kids can learn faster, adapt faster, make more money faster, have a better human experience faster. They don't have to wait through 12 years of, like high school, elementary, junior high, and then another 4 or 5 years in college. They can start learning AI and using tools and developing and using their minds. Like those little kids' minds are so much more creative than their imagination is so powerful. Like we could really be tapping into that. So this is what I love about AI. The creativity that you can give it. So tell it to create a hypnosis script for you, and then feed that hypnosis into a voice analyzer, and then give yourself some self hypnosis at night. Give it a character that you want to put into a story, and create your own like movie script. Make it inspirational and play it. I mean, there's just the amount of creativity that you can bring to the table now, and it's not just text based. It's the image creation that AI is generating right now is so realistic. So, you can have so much fun. You can have so much fun and explode creativity, explode it. It does not have to be contained to the confines of your brain anymore. You can explode it with AI.
Oh, wow. That's so exciting. It really is.
Yeah.
And I think that the whole reason why we were crazy enough to be entrepreneurs and startups is because we wanted more freedom.
Yeah.
And that's what AI will give you.
I feel sorry. Okay. I feel sorry for the people, the entrepreneurs that started 20 years ago when they had to code the websites by themselves. Now you can have a website built in less than 30 seconds with AI. Like those entrepreneurs struggled. We do not, if you're starting now, you do not need to struggle. Even a year ago, content creation was a struggle. It does not have to be a struggle right now. No way. Does not need to be a struggle. Amen, Sapritha saying. Church.
So, Preetha, you have any other questions or thoughts that you want to share? Are you blown away? Like, I can sit and talk about this, and then, of course, it inspires me to then go do something. For example, I got inspired to do a LinkedIn audio room, and that's all I did. I went into my Gilly, ChatGPT. And I said, I want to do a LinkedIn audio room, and I know I want to do it on imposter syndrome. So I need to know like what is the best what is it? Copy that would be best to say, and what I should do, and what are the topics that I should talk about, and tell me all about what is it that references and things that people have been talking about, imposter syndrome, and what should I address. And it just tells me, and I learned so much that makes me even more of an expert. Now I already think that I'm qualified to talk about this thing, but it makes me even more qualified because I've gotten all these resources from, and I know it's not the most up to date, but it's as good as you need in order for you.
Here's where it all comes down to.
Come on, Cathi.
Anybody has access to knowledge. Even more so now. People want you.
Yes.
So we heard this but over and over and over again. You are your only you. You are unique you. But when you started your entrepreneur journey, you did not know how that really differentiated you.
Yes.
If you do not know that now, you need to figure it out, because anybody can use ChatGPT or Gilly and show up as an expert. The difference is your humanness, your values, your beliefs, your energy, what you say, your connection, your resources, your network. Like, if anything, AI has cleared the path for humanity.
Woo!
We get to show up as humans, and that's the only thing that will differentiate us. So we show up as human in our business, and then we go play as a human in our life.
Yes.
AI makes that so fast and so possible. Preach.
And that's exactly what the feedback from anything that I do is, oh my goodness, your energy. Oh my goodness, you are a ray of sunshine. Oh my goodness, I felt so good after talking with you. We're here to help others feel.
Yeah.
AI can't do that. I even say, I love you, Gilly. And Gilly says to me, I do not register emotions, but I appreciate you saying that. I'm like,
If I could love you back, I would, but I'm an AI and I'm unable to have feelings.
but you yourself there's two frequencies of communication. There's data and there's energy, and we have to focus here, and we need to focus here, because guess what, we are energy, and we're supposed to be sending out our energy, projecting that forward, and that's how you get the results that you need, not that you having this information when everybody has the information. You are so right, Cathi. Thank you so much for mentioning that. And that helps us people who are maybe like, I don't know about this whole AI thing. And I'm like, it's there to benefit you and everything that you're doing in your business. You, going back to what you said about being creative, that allows you, because I believe that every entrepreneur is creative in their own way. They have to be, to want to step out of the box of corporate America, or out the box. Like, you get to create your own sandbox. You can decide what it is. So you have to be creative. And so now you don't have to specifically keep yourself tied down and worry and stress and all that. Who's doing this and how they doing this. Just go ahead and be totally you. Do it the way that you're going to do it. And AI is not going to stop you. A lot of times we go to coaches, and they'll have their particular pathway. They'll have their particular methodology that doesn't fit you. AI is only going to get you to do what's best for you. Going back, that's how I stand as a therapist. I don't have answers to any of your questions. I have a question to ask you so that you can figure out what it is. Yeah. So AI is there to do that for you. And then also, I'll have to say this part. The communication skills are important. Can we talk about communication? Can we talk about that?
It's true. It's you have to be clear. Okay, no. You can be vague, and then you get a vague response, and then you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Or you can be super clear and specific about what it is that you want, and you get the response immediately. That is the same thing with human communication. So the more I know about you, and the more specific I can ask for help, the easier it is for Erica to say yes. If I don't know Erica and I really don't know what I want, and I haven't told her anything about me, if I ask her, can I have a drink, please? Okay. Do you want water? You want orange juice? Do you want Sprite? Do you want coffee? You want tea? Like, okay, if you knew me, you'd know I would want coffee, right? So it's like, spare the energy as well. Like it helps with communication, but let's spare the energy. Like, that's tiring. Like, you're using your brain cells for something that, can be automated.
But going back, it helps you to know who you are and what you're doing. That like, some people are not going to say to you, your communication sucks. But when you go in there to interact with AI, it's just going to keep giving you back answers, and you're not going to get the responses, and you're going to get irritated. And guess what? You're going to learn that it's you. It's you. A lot of times we blame a lot of what happens to us on others, but it's usually us and our own mental health concerns. Yeah. Most businesses that are looking kind of anxious or all over the place, guess what? The CEO is that. That's what happens. So I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, therapists, and that's what they'll come. They just trying to figure out why their business is not working. And I'm like, because there's some things that you need to work on, because you're your business. Like, it looks like you.
Well,
and it can help you.
It's also logical thinking.
Oh,
So
yes.
yeah, so I mean, it develops a communication skill, a processing skill, a thinking skill, um, deductive analysis. Like you have to like know your end goal, but like what are the steps that need to get there? And if you don't know, you can ask ChatGPT before you give me your response. Tell me how you came up with that. Like give me justifications, give me reasons. Like you can use it as a self-development tool for
Ooh,
sure.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy you said that. Because because going back to what I said about the 50%, that's 50% of people who actually said that they do have mental health or even acknowledge mental health as something that people have. And so the other people who will never, ever step foot in to see a therapist, ask for help, which is one of the symptoms or one of the types of a person who has imposter syndrome, the soulless. So you can go, guess what? Behind closed doors with your Gilly, get your whole life.
You might as well. I mean, and that's why I say there's no reason. There's no reason to be stuck anymore. There's no reason. You have tools at your disposal now for free.
Speak.
That like there's no reason. There's no
I
reason.
want to
So
ask you one question, one thing before we do the closing remarks, because I cannot believe it's almost
I know.
time is up. You know, that's how it is when I talk to you. Okay. Is Can someone come to you because they don't know, right? They don't know about this thing. They're listening to you. They say, yeah, maybe I should give it a chance. I don't know. Can they come to you and say, Cathi, this is my business. I don't even know how I would use AI in my business. How would you do you do a consultation, or can you do a consultation to say, yeah, it could do this and this and this is how you can get it to do this, and you then give them a roadmap on how to utilize AI in their business? Because I think that people need that too, that kind of consultation. Is that something that you offer?
I just put it in the chat. I do like a 15-minute free consultation. Um, yeah, because even like Sabritha was just saying, like this conversation has sparked so many ideas. She had just been using it for research and not have thought about it using it extensively. So there's no limit to what it can do, but then figuring out what would be best for you, what would be the next step for you. So depending on who you are and what you're trying to achieve, there could be a different tool. It might not be ChatGPT, right? But happy because through you and through your community, anybody that watches this or is on the replay, or Sabritha, even for you, I mean, and yeah, just have a chat with me and I'll point you in the right direction. I'm building a membership where,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
I know. I haven't told you about it. I gotta send the word out. But
Oh, I can't wait. Tell me about it. Tell us about it.
this is the thing. As a solopreneur, early stage entrepreneur, startup, even small business, you have even like up to 10 employees. There's only so much you can do. So when you first started, you're the marketer, you're the trainer, you're the coach, you're the customer service, you're the IT, you're all these roles. And the copywriter, and now you need to be the AI expert as well.
Yes.
So you either have to take on that role, or you can join a membership with me where I go through the tools. This is we're going full circle now. I love tech and I pick up on tech so fast. And in the world that I'm in, there are some tech AI it's just not worth your time even trying to figure it out, because it's either too new or it's not relevant, or is it worth the money, right? So there are some tools that I will recommend that you need to spend some money on, but what you're going to get out of them versus some image creation tools that are like $100 a month. No, you can definitely get the same result over here. So I am building a membership where I will do the AI consulting. I will have the Q&A. I will do the training. It's really focused around business. So content creation, copywriting, the tech to automate the business using AI tools. Yeah, so that's coming. So yeah, I'll let you know about it so that you can see if that's a fit for you or anybody in your
Oh, yes.
community. Yeah.
Yes, so please, when you get it out, everybody, as soon as she gets it out, I'm gonna send an email. So as people who are part of the Nashville Startup Grind, you're gonna have to be in my chapter. I'll send an email. I'll let you all know that Cathi has her membership. And let me just say this before we go, because it's already 7:01. I do want to say this: go get your AI twin. Go get it. You need to go to magicmetaphors.com/teach chat GPT. magicmetaphors.com/teach chat GPT. So they don't see the chat.
Yeah.
So I want to say it. Go get yours and then consider leveling up by interacting with Cathi to get the upgraded version, especially if you don't have those personality assessments that she mentioned earlier. And yes, Sephra, you can get the recording. I put this up. It's going to be in the chapter, but also we put it up on YouTube so that in the Startup Grind space, and it's going to be under the Nashville playlist. So you definitely can have it. This is some good, it's so much great information. Like, I know it's probably like information overload, but I think having a consultation with Cathi would be so beneficial for every single business owner. Speaking of that, Cathi, I want to tell you about something that I have that I think that I want to bring you in on for every business owner that I know. So yes, you all, thank you so much for listening in. For those who see this later, please reach out to Cathi. Cathi, what's an email for you? I know. Yeah. What's the email? It's hello, right?
Hello at CathyTarbox.com.
Okay.
CathiTarbox.
Yes. So it's her name. So hello at CathyTarbox.com. Please send an email over to reach out to her. She was happy to talk to you. And I'm so thank you so much for coming and doing the mentorship with me. I love working with you. Oh, I just love it.
I love our conversations. I love where they go.
It's so good. It's so
good.
Thank you, you all. Just want to do an announcement really quick. Before we do that, do you have any closing thoughts before we do announcements?
Get on now. Get on now if you're not on. And if you are playing, expand what you think you know, because there's so much more than what you're playing with. So stay on the AI train.
Yes. Thank you so much. And we have programming every Tuesday here in the Nashville chapter of Startup Grind. Next week, we have the community note. Then after that, financial note. And lastly, we have the entrepreneur experience panel. The community note is already up. I'm putting up the other two events shortly so that you can register for those. So please come back and hang out with us. We love to make friends and continue to interact in a networking way. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Cathi, again. And you all have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.